Let's see. All right, and welcome to the Mindsaw SEO show. Today I have Hector Hernandez from our neighboring country, Mexico. Hector was inspired by Arizona Connel, who we did a couple of episodes with. Hector is in kind of a similar situation. When he saw those videos, he wrote me and said, "Hey man, I really related to the show." And to be honest with you, I've watched a couple of the episodes also, and I relate to the show also. The only reason why I was on one side of the bars and some people are on the other side is because I never got caught. So that was the only difference between me and all the other people. So Hector reached out to me and he's like, "Hey, I have a couple of questions," and most times I just answer the questions on the email, but there was something about his email. I said, "Hey, let me get this cat on and let me talk to him." And I asked him if I could have his permission to put him on YouTube. And he's like, "Yeah, man, let's do this." So here we are. This is Hector Hernandez from Mexico. And why don't you tell us a little bit about you, in 30 seconds. Tell me a little bit about you and yeah.
Right, well, Mr. Bret, once again, thank you for having me on your YouTube channel. And
My pleasure.
for me, I was introduced to Easy SEO about 3 years ago when I came to Mexico. And I was working for a small lead generation company, performing outbound calls and doing a little bit of local SEO. And I did that for a couple of months till I figured out how to do it myself. Instead of making them some money, I decided to make myself some money. So I've been targeting the appliance repair niche. And basically what I do is local SEO and sell the leads to a local appliance repair company. And they basically charge a service call fee, and I get to keep the service call fee, and they get a customer and charge labor and for parts, and that's how they get their money. And they love me, of course. Who wouldn't want to pay for results?
Right, of course. Yeah, that's great. There was also something else that you had in common. You want to get into that?
Well, yeah.
That's your story.
Okay, the reason I'm down here, I was originally grew up in San Diego. I was there since I guess 2 years old. I can't even remember the day that I got there, honestly. Right. 32 years later, I was basically evicted from my own country.
What do you mean?
Well, actually, when I was 18 years old, I made a big mistake and started hanging around with the wrong crowd.
Right.
And
we all do.
Basically, I was deported over here for a small burglary. It was a car theft, basically.
I see.
And ever since that, I had to pay for the price. And
changed your life.
It changed my life completely. And now I'm in a country with no friends. And basically, this is a country that I never had been to before in my life.
Right.
And it's been a roller coaster, honestly.
Yeah. Who are you living with now?
I'm actually living by myself. And my 4 dogs at the moment.
My God. So you mean when you get deported, they just send you over the border? Did they let you pick a town where you could live? Like, will they fly you anywhere in Mexico, or they just throw you on the other side of the border?
The only thing they tell you is adios, amigo. That's about it.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
but where did they leave you? Just on the other side of the border, or?
San Diego's border is Tijuana.
Right.
And basically, that's where I ended up. And I decided to move farther down from the border, about 15 minutes away, where there's a small town called Rosarito.
Man, did they give you any money?
No, actually, you know how normally everybody gets a gate money of, I believe it's $200.
Something, right.
I didn't even get that. If anything, they kept some of my money, and I'm still trying to get that money, but I'm just trying to put that behind me and just
yeah. I mean, you're definitely going to move forward. It's just something that I think myself and a lot of the viewers don't know is that, look, everybody's made mistakes, and
you know what? I never actually knew about SEO. When I was living in the States,
right.
I was a car salesman in the side, and I had just a regular warehouse job where I made about $22 an hour.
Right.
And now to come over here and try
Man.
for $10 a day is insane. It's insane. So I did try to when I barely got here. Like I said, I ended up reaching out to somebody in Craigslist. They posted an ad. They needed help
Right.
with SEO, and I let them know that I didn't have any experience, and that's what they like because they didn't obviously want somebody, an expert, that will try to take over the project.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Yeah, so they taught me a couple of tricks, and after that, I just thanked them and started doing my own thing.
Okay.
Right now, and so far it's been able to pay my bills down here. And,
Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, I'm really glad that you reached out to me because I think that a lot of people watching this video may be able to relate to going through some hard times, right? Stumbling across SEO and saying, "Hey, I think this could be the thing to get me out of the trenches."
Yeah, man.
Right. Right.
SEO is it's a good way to make some definitely some good money.
Right. It also keeps your mind sharp.
Yeah, for sure.
Keeps your mind sharp. So, like I said, I got about 10 minutes. You said you had a couple of questions for me.
Yes. You know what? I wish I would have wrote down all the questions that I have.
Just give me a couple.
Off the bat, first question is I've been struggling to expand, and right now I do have 3 Google My Business listings,
Right.
and we start generating a couple of leads a month.
Are you doing them all from the? Are you doing all the GMBs from the same email address?
No. I'm not. I'm actually using different emails and.
How about the IP? Are you using different IP addresses?
That's one thing I do have a question about. I haven't been able to master how to manually change my IP.
Okay.
I did try some VPNs, but it seems like Google kind of like slowed down my traffic when I use those VPNs for some reason.
Okay, so watch this. There's a program. It's expensive. I don't know if it's $49 or $99 a month. I don't know what I pay. I forget. Yeah. But it's called multi-login, and it changes your IP address.
Okay, multi-login. I did try one that was called Proxy Rental, but it didn't really work out for me. And now I'm looking for a better option. And
check out multi-login.
Multilogin.com, right?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing about down here that I noticed is that I'm not sure why, but the IP address, it's not set for everybody individually. It's set as just a whole Baja California. I'm not sure for what reason, but that it's been an upper hand for me because it hasn't been.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Okay, so a lot of people are using your IP address.
Yeah. So everybody
That may not be an issue then.
Yeah, well, and I guess so, but I don't want to be guessing either.
Yeah, right. You don't want to do guessio. You want to do SEO.
That's
as
correct.
My friend, as my friend Darren from rattleseo.com. That's my mentor in SEO, Rattle SEO. So if you need some good SEO, go check out my friend Darren over at Rattle SEO.
I do have a question for you. How do you how do you keep expanding when it comes to let's say I want to go to another state, which I know the niche that I'm in, it's on demand, who doesn't have an appliance at their home, right?
Right.
So I want to verify a Google My Business, let's say in Florida.
Yes.
How do I go by doing that?
So there's a couple of ways, right? So there's a way that you could find it on the internet, but there's a way of placing an ad on Craigslist. Now you can't say anything about Google verification card on Craigslist, but there's a way of placing an ad on Craigslist, like need people to work from home, to I think you could say accept a postcard. There's a way of saying it. You maybe find it on the internet.
I was aware of that tactic, but every time I posted either on Facebook and that, my ad gets flagged. And
right. There's words because there's a language that I read about this about 6 months ago. There's specific language that you have to use. So if you could just Google, what a Craigslist ad for GMB verification, somebody has a script out there for that. So you could do it that way, or you could go see my main man Daniel over at GMBRockstars.com, and he'll set you up with that. It is $150. But he backs everything that, like, if something gets suspended, he works it out. So shout out to Daniel from GMBRockstars.com.
I would definitely be looking them out because it's definitely worth $150. If anybody knows out there, it's worth it.
Yeah. So I would use him. And then there are some people on Fiverr and stuff like that, but they're from other countries and stuff. I just get a little leery with that. Daniel's always been good, and it's probably an extra, $25 or $50 he charges, but it's worth it. He's reliable, and so that's what I would do. Go to GMBRockstars.com. What else?
Yeah. Okay. Also, now that I've been doing, how do you save time on the social media posting? Because I noticed the Twitter is an excellent tool to get your Google My Business postings or even website links.
Yeah. Onlywire.com. Onlywire.com.
Yeah,
Onlywire. It's $9.90
annually for about 3 sites, and that's insane.
Yeah. So you set everything up in Onlywire, and then there's another one, HubSpot, and HubSpot lets you do it for free.
Okay. Oh, for free?
Yeah, free as me, right? Yeah.
That's nothing like it. I did look into something called Zapier.com.
Yes.
But there was a fee on it, and obviously for 3 sites, it adds up.
Right. No, I think the best one's going to be for you. It's HubSpot, but I forget what it is. HubSpot Marketing, or it's one of their links that they have for social media posting, and then you just load everything in there, and it automatically takes care of it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it's free.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna look that up because I need that. I'll be spending my time somewhere else.
Right.
Instead of just doing postings every day for, you figure, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, all those.
Well, I think HubSpot allows you to just pick 3 accounts. So either Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or LinkedIn, whatever, just 3. Okay. Anything after that, you have to pay.
Okay, perfect. We'll just choose the main ones.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So also one question, what is your thoughts about the money robot? I've been just looking into that recently. Is that nothing but like a waste of time, or is that?
So that is, I've used that for years, money robot, and I don't use it anymore. It just became a rabbit hole that, you're like, hey, let me get the money robot, and then, hey, and I want to say something else about it. Let me get the money robot. Let me figure it out. Before you know it, you're doing SEO and you're going this way. You know what I mean? And, and you're down the money robot thing, a rabbit hole. Here's the thing about SEO. You could watch 100 videos by 100 knowledgeable guys. I'm not talking about the people that are full of shit. Right. I'm talking about the people that are really knowledgeable on SEO. Right. And each one of them have a different way of doing it. There's not just one way to do SEO. So somebody may use Money Robot to rank their sites, and it may work. Yeah. I'm just saying the way that I do SEO, it doesn't work for me. Right. I tried. It doesn't work. I'm not saying it's bad product. Yeah. There's other people that write 3,000-word blog posts. There's somebody else that posts links to, like, use links management, or Matt Diggity's authority.builders.com. They use these other methods to get backlinks. Some people use no backlinks and they rank their sites. There's 100 different ways to rank your sites. So you got to kind of find the one that feels more comfortable for you. My main thing really is maps ranking. That's what I do. Ranking.
Yeah, and you know what? I did see your video on, I believe, Google stacking, right?
Right.
Is it Google Authority? And I that's what made me start watching your videos. I was like, you know what? This guy is onto something. you figure high authority sites stack all together. I'm like, I can build some juice. And you know what? I've been doing that with the Google sites and every Google product.
So I'm going to give you. I'm putting out a video this week. I was supposed to do it today, but I got distracted with a couple of things. But I want you to look into Google Posts, right? So here's what I'm going to put in a video. Watch this. This is a real good nugget. Watch this. So say you have plumber, right? Plumbers in San Diego.
Okay.
Right? So you put that into Google, you skip a space where you start, right? You skip a space and now you go back and you put in A. And then all of a sudden, Google automatically puts affordable plumbers in San Diego, right? And then you take the A out of the way, you put B, it says best plumbers in San Diego, right? You follow me so far? It automatically fills it. You put C, it says cheap, and so on and so forth. And each time it comes up with a 3-pack.
Wow.
Right? So you take those keywords, and you create a post for each one of those keywords. So you create a keyword for cheap plumbers in San Diego, and you create you create a post for that. All you do is you go to Google and you type in cheap plumbers San Diego, and then you just go to like people's descriptions and you take a little bit from this person, a little bit from that person, put in your own words, and you get like 100 words and put it in your post. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So then you put that in your post. Now you make sure you use the picture that when you put in cheap plumbers in San Diego, do an image search and see the images that Google recognizes as a cheap plumber in San Diego.
Okay.
You click an image search, and if it's like, 5 guys bending down fixing a sink, well, then you should find a picture with 5 guys bending down fixing a sink. If Google sees that as popular, if it sees a white male with short brown hair, find a picture with a white male with short brown hair, and use that picture as the post. Okay. Then go to Weebly. Weebly?
Yes.
Okay. Go to Weebly and create a post on that keyword.
All right. And
then link, watch this, in your Google post, link to that Weebly post.
All right.
Got that? In your Google post, link to the Weebly post. Now watch this. Go to Fiverr and throw a whole bunch of GSA links at your Weebly post.
Okay. All right.
Okay? Yeah. So you're throwing it at your Weebly post. It's not affecting you, but it's going to power up your Google post.
Okay. All right.
See? Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now that's not my whole formula. My friend Jasmine is coming out with her own course probably in January, and that's something that her and Darren have worked with me on. It's a piece of it. I don't give the whole thing here, but it's going to help you. But it's going to help. It's going to help. So just to say it again, create posts on 3-pack keywords. Find a picture for affordable plumbers in San Diego. Find the picture in Google Images that that Google sees, like 4 plumbers fixing a sink. If most of those pictures have 4 plumbers fixing a sink or a white man with brown hair, try to get a similar picture, right? I'm sorry. On that picture, put the logo of your website on that picture and put the keyword on that picture.
So and geotag it too?
And geotag the picture. I left out all those things, right? Put the keyword affordable plumbers in San Diego. Put that on the picture. Put the logo on the picture, because what Google does is read the images.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, what do you think about? How one thing I've learned about SEO is that you gotta run a bunch of tests and see what works and what doesn't. What do you think about try to link in all the Google posts and maybe build some type of juice?
Sure.
I was thinking.
Yeah. That's something that people do. That they stack their Google posts. So if you could go to YouTube and type in Google post stacking. There's a lot of videos on that.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
sure. So you could throw a link over on your Google post. You could send it over to Weebly or Tumblr, or what you could do is and what you could do is also create a link to the post that you just did. So if you did affordable plumbers, and then the next one you did was cheap plumbers, you link cheap to affordable.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you do dependable to cheap to affordable. Right?
Yeah.
And just stack them. But put them all on your Weebly post. Put them all on your Weeblies, your Tumblrs, and then throw links at that page to bring up the domain authority. And if hey, let's face it, if Weebly whacks it, right, takes down your page, I mean, so what? It doesn't affect your site.
All right. Yeah, that's the only thing I was worried about. Last thing I need when I'm barely starting is for my site to get taken down.
Right. So don't throw links at your site. Throw them at your Weebly.
Okay. And also, question about on the, how Google lets you have a free website, right?
Yeah.
On Google My Business.
Yeah.
Would you use that?
Yeah.
I definitely use it, right?
Yeah. We'll also go to sites.google and create a site there.
Yeah. Will you link your web pages?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So
use everything that Google has and create your own stack. Like make a diagram of your website, your Weebly, your Google, and create a whole stack and power that up.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So thanks for clarifying that.
And you could do all that for free. All those tools are for free. Yeah.
So how do you track all the visitors coming to your Google My Business? Is there any way besides the little dashboard that they offer you on the?
Yeah, well, there's a couple of tools. Like I use a tool called brightlocal.com.
Okay.
And then I also use another tool called Microsite Masters.
Microsoft Masters.
Yeah. So that tracks it. Those two
I'll
tools.
definitely be checking that out, then.
Yeah, for sure.
And let me see, anything else? How do you? Because on my website, the speed load is super low. Like I believe I got a D or a C on my loading.
You better speed up that. You better speed that up. If you can't figure out how to do it, I'm not a web developer, right? I have a team that works for me. I would send it over to Fiverr, to somebody on Fiverr, and have somebody compress your files.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's what I figured because
or Upwork or something.
Yeah, I try to figure that out, and I'm just wasting too much time trying to figure this out.
Correct. You know what? Like stuff that I can't figure out real quick. If I can't figure it out within 20 minutes or so, I'm just learning that it's just going to be a waste of time. Like if I'm watching a video for 20 minutes and I have no idea what they're saying, right? At least for now, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with it right now. If I buy a program like Money Robot, great program, it works. I just couldn't figure out how to use it. I'm not dealing with that. You only have 24 hours in a day. I'm not taking 2 weeks to figure out something.
And especially I imagine where you're at is big SEO competition because I looked some Google searches and over there in your area and they're big.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just right now in California, but I have, like I mentioned, I work with a prior lead generation company, and I built a lot of relationships with a lot of companies. But I never been the type of person that I've stepped on people's toes, like they say.
Right.
But I want to build my own stuff from the ground up.
I'll tell you what to do. Very, very simple. Get some lighting, right? You notice the lighting for me and you?
Okay.
Right? Get some lighting and just start a YouTube channel. All these little things that maybe you could even do it in Spanish.
You know what? One thing about down here,
they don't care.
Nobody doing it. Nobody's doing it. So
does anybody care about it?
That's why I've been looking into it. And like people, since the wages are really low, the conversions are super low. So you gotta be connected to an attorney, maybe, or a real estate agent.
Start your YouTube channel and just do lawyer SEO or real estate SEO.
Yes. No.
Or do it in English and let it go around the world or in the United States, whatever. And get out there because you can't cold call clients or walk around knocking on doors. You're just going to wear out your shoes.
No. No. For sure. I personally worked at a call center before,
right?
And used to dial 200 to 400 people every day. I already know about all that.
You don't want to do that. It's a waste of time.
It kills you. It kills you.
Create some videos and try to help people.
Okay.
Once in a while, you grab a client from there, right? But the most important thing you could do, and I always say that in all my videos, is help somebody else, right? Help somebody else. So you already have enough knowledge. I'm talking to you. You know what you're talking about, right? Brush up on some of your skills and talk about how you had your website, your speed was a D and how you got it down to an A.
Okay.
Right? That would help somebody else.
You know what? Honestly, when I watched your video, it motivated me. I was like, wait,
really?
I could be doing this myself. Well, these guys are doing it, and it's just out of your comfort zone sometimes. It's just like we get used to
it. You got to expand your comfort zone in life.
Yeah,
you know, if not, it's no good.
One point in my life, I was surrounded by 5,000 convicts and masterminds, so they claim.
Yeah.
All they do is scheme and try to get over the next person. So
smart people, though.
I did pick up a lot of skills when it comes to like skills and all kinds of different things. So I always try to make positive out of a negative situation.
Correct. So, you're in Mexico. Let me just end with this, Hector. You're in Mexico for a reason right now, and you don't know the reason, right? So it's kind of like this. It's like when you were a kid, you would sit on the edge of the table in the doctor's office, and they would pull the paper, and you'd look at your mom and say, "Ma, you're gonna let him do this to me? You're gonna let him give me the shot?" And your mom's like, "Yeah." You didn't want the shot, but it was protecting you from a disease, right? So you don't know why you're in Mexico right now, right? But I guarantee you it's for a reason.
Yeah, definitely. I do believe that myself too.
It's for a reason. You don't know it now, but you'll know it in a couple of years. You'll realize the reason why you're in Mexico. There's a reason why you're there, right?
Yeah.
So make the best out of it for now. Help other people. It's the most important thing you can do. I always told my kids that's the most important thing that you could do is just help other people, right? Create videos, try to help people, and if you do that, it comes back to you, not right away and not all the time, and people are still going to be bad to you, but that's okay. Once in a while, you get some nice things back to you. You married?
I'm a true believer on karma.
Yeah.
You treat people good, that eventually something good is going to happen to you too.
Are you married?
At one point, I guess I was married, and due to my situation now, it kind of
you got unmarried. Yeah.
It's like when you go into jail, life moves on without you.
Yeah, it sure does. It sure does.
This is something similar. This is another country where I'm at. I do have four daughters at the moment. I still keep in contact with them every day. Okay. And luckily, I'm 15 minutes away from the border, so they visit me all the time.
Beautiful. Once a week, whenever you could, every day, whatever. Once a week, whenever you could, you go, you kiss them, you tell them you love them, you come back and you work on your SEO, and that's really all you could do for the day. Okay?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right. You keep doing the right thing. You ever need anything from me? You have my Skype. Feel free to reach out to me. I hope some of the tips helped, and you could rewatch this on your Skype. I'm gonna put it on YouTube later on in the night.
Definitely, Bret, and keep posting those videos, man. I'm gonna be following and taking all the tips that you can give out.
You got it, brother. Thanks a lot.
All right, have a nice one.
All right, be cool.